Let's talk about the flow of data. We're all familiar with the browser web server connectivity, and we know that we can log into applications, we can check our web mail, we can submit credit card information, we can have the computer remember us when we log back into a system, things like that. That disconnected environment needs to have some kind of scripting language or programming language that's going to allow us to remember certain details about the client and store it somewhere on the server, whether it's in a database server or inside the web server itself. And this is something we need to take care of. PHP can provide that connectivity. Now, besides that connectivity, we're going to be able to create dynamic pages, not just static HTML, static SWF flash files, or static audio and video. We can actually generate things like PDFs, SWF, all different types on the fly here on a fast enough server, and then dynamically present that to the client here, and things can change as we need them to. So the user here is just really looking at a presentation. They're looking at really the outcome. The user is really looking at the text or media files that are passed back to the browser or application, and it's really going to be rendered out here. You need CSS, it's rendered over here. You need to run Flash, well, the Flash is going to be run here. Maybe it's generated here. Things like that. And it's exciting that PHP can really do some wonderful things. Like I said, Flash generation is something that's very, very important. Web services are something that's very, very important. And because we have a scripting language, a programming language here on our web server, things are going to be handled much differently than just static ways of doing it. You know that you can have a presentation server. This could be a Java application server. It could be Flex from Macromedia, Laszlo. It could be all different types of presentation servers that take the load off of the web server to create fabulous files and fabulous interactivity and fabulous rich internet type applications and present things very, very nicely. This can all be on the same server, by the way. It just is different software that controls these things. And you can have multiple web servers set up to mirror things and work with different users all around the world. It's really fantastic. You can't forget about database connectivity, and PHP allows that database connectivity. You're actually communicating between the database server and the PHP web server that you have here. It can be on the same machine, but it doesn't have to. The PHP is going to grab data or send data or what have you, and what it's going to do is create things here in a presentation on the web server and then send that to the client. So you can have your web services flow through, your database connectivity flow through, the two together can talk and then communicate with the PHP to bring data to the client. It's really, really a wonderful process. So from this, you can understand that everything's going back and forth continuously. Many, many users are logging in all the time, and things are getting refreshed and updated daily or hourly or what have you. And PHP is really there to pull the glue together to make things happen in a very dynamic way.